So I have very little context for what might be in this package. It was described to me as a belated housewarming gift. So let's see what's inside. Whoa! No way! What? Something tells me you didn't pay $10 for this bad boy. That's crazy. This is the coin bank, as you can probably see described there. They used to do these. They had one for Fantasy Era, and I actually had that one as a kid. But the Cobra comes out, eats your coins. There's a note. Good luck with those house payments so I can save up my monthly mortgage in here. XOXO JT Sandman. This is so cool. Thank you, Jackson. We are going to have a hoot putting this together. Are these actually the sealed? They're numbered bags. So they come in these weird bags. Maybe this has never been used before. This is crazy. I cannot wait to ask him the story behind this. Where did you find this? Anyway, wow, I don't even know how to follow that up. That was pretty awesome. These are instruction booklets for, don't have to guess here, the platform set, which I am selling. So this will make it sell faster on Bricklink. So there you go. Great set, great set. Wish I could keep it, but it's huge. I don't have room for it. And unfortunately, I am no longer 10 years old. I act like it sometimes though. Lots of good random parts. I was trying to think why I made this. I'm guessing it just hit a number of items on my wanted list. So I don't see anything super duper specific here. So here we got basic bricks. I'm not gonna highlight those too much. The big fun thing here is gonna be this store just had a ton of these shiny blue elements from the old Technic Super Battle Droid. So this is the same color that you'll get that minifigure version of the Super Battle Droid from the original Gunship, and a dream figure of mine too. But they also made a Technic model. There was a bunch of Star Wars Technic models at the time, and you could get these guys here, which are really cool, and there's no way LEGO's ever going to produce this color again. So I was pretty excited when I saw all these, and they're generally pretty cheap parts, probably because they're Technic and they're a little more difficult to use. But imagine incorporating these into some sort of sci-fi spaceship anything or environment. I think it's doable. Really, really lovely color, very unique. And when it comes to wanted list items, we got the Buzz Droid. I love the Buzz Droid pieces. The original Buzz Droids were the best. You can't convince me otherwise. You got these printed dome pieces, same thing that they use for the R2 units. We got a couple of royal blue elements in here along with dark orange. I'm working on a build that will require dark orange, and it's not Minecraft, you can tell, because it's sloped rather than strictly cubic. These pieces are also for Audrey. I used all, I'm not even kidding, all of my 2x2, 2x4, 2x6, and 2x8 yellow plates when I did that Sulfur Cave mock, so I'm restocking on those. Really boring parts, but they are useful. This is a sticker I was missing on the Coast Guard platform set, so it's nice to be able to add that in there. Octagonal tubes, and this is just more miscellaneous Minecraft tiles. Also ran out of 2x2 yellow tiles. Go figure. And then more dark orange stuff for the village this time around. There you go. And one last tiny little package for today, at least. I'm sure I'll add more in this video. I have no idea when this video is going to release. For context, it's March right now. The videos that these pieces will be going towards probably are already out by the time this video comes out, which is great. So you'll know exactly what's going on, because current me sure doesn't know what's going on with some of these videos. This must be my Minecraft bag. We'll save that for last. And this is the more important bag. So I came to this store because they are maybe that sticker placement. That's about right for Lego City, but they had these 3 elements, stickers that I was missing for that airport fire truck. I'm doing an airport fire truck comparison video, so these were cheap enough that I thought it, and valuable enough that I think it was worth having them all for that video. Then a lot of miscellaneous, primarily bulk Minecraft parts. Yeah, lots of 2x2, all that fun stuff. That's for Audrey. And let's take a look at the Minecraft proper bag. I could not believe how cheap these are, and maybe that's just that's just the way it is now. But these were 15 cents each, and they're great for nether builds especially. Here, we'll zoom in a little bit. I don't feel like you can have too many random flames in a nether display, so yeah, at 15 cents a piece, this super specialized, not too common part, that was hard to turn down. And in here, looks like we just have a bunch of random mob parts. Those wonderful tiles, we got a bunch of polar bear heads, and I want to use these again for either vines or little crops, Ravager, and then I've been using this for little chicks, for new baby chickens. Great little piece. Yeah, cool stuff. I've had an absolute ton of Bricklink orders come in because I'm trying to get some revisiting videos together. Thank you. So this one was fun. This was kind of unnecessary and impromptu, but I couldn't turn down the opportunity to get one of these Lego pens. I just reviewed one as part of the Revisiting Life on Mars video, and I've got Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire coming up. But I'm not going to go into too much detail on this because we'll crack it open as part of that revisiting video. And well, if I'm going to be visiting the store already, I might as well get some funny things if they have anything else. A lot of this is just going to be generic Minecraft stuff. The usual sand red nonsense. Is that a singular? Oh, I love this. That's a great attention to detail. Bagged, all on its own, dark blue pip. Not particularly rare. I'm not sure how many sets this has been included in now at this point, but I'm only familiar with it coming in maybe the Batman art set, you know, when you just constructed the entire mosaic out of these pieces. Otherwise, we got the good old wither face, can never have too many of those. Some red 1x2s for Audrey, and other good basic building stuff for Minecraft. Next up, ooh, a ton of red 1x2s. Audrey will be very excited about that, I hope. I did not realize how many I bought. That's awesome. These are just going to be great for finishing off the top half of the new Savannah Village. Same with all these lots of just, you know the drill. This store had a reasonably priced Caped Stray, and I really am convinced they won't be doing this one again, so I try to pick this guy up when I can. I've run out of path blocks for the Savannah Village series, so that's going to replenish that. This is maybe for a Sulfur Cave expansion, as of course that biome has been updated significantly already since I did that mock just a few weeks ago, and I had no more 2x2 tiles in yellow, so need to get more of those. Just random goofy parts here. You can see the Iron Golem print, some fun colors like the purples, the trans neon green, and just some other useful pieces. But this is why I primarily came to this store in particular. I needed these two stickers. I had just, I don't know, ripped them off at some point. And this is once again for revisiting Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. That's the 2005 wave of sets. By all means, these stickers seem to be in pretty great shape, considering they are 21 years old. Oh my gosh, that makes me feel old. But don't worry, there's still more. Like, so many of these came in the mail. I was at Brick Days Omaha, so I got to come home to a Christmas haul series of Bricklink ordered packages. Pretty great. Dark bluish gray, not gonna dwell on that too long. Reddish brown, the same thing. Plates and various bricks. Octagonal tubes for the epic octagonal tube mock I will one day make. Ironically, I have no idea how, but I completely ran out of 1x4 blue plates. I don't know what I've been using them on that caused me to run out of them. And so as I've been putting some builds together for Revisiting series, I've just not had enough. And one of those builds was actually just the jungle treehouse from the 2016 Minecraft line. It required like 3 of these and I had none. It's always the parts you don't expect. Those are the ones you run out of. The store had a singular axolotl head, so I could use that for little baby chicks, and then blue violet. Okay, last one for me right now at least. So this store is really, really interesting. It had a very specific part that I needed. Very, very expensive part. Typically goes for $20, but this store had it for $11, which is very exciting. However, the store had a minimum buy of $30 and a very, very limited inventory. So I was desperately trying to scrape together as much useful or somewhat useful parts that I could to justify it. Because, again, I was paying half price on this one brick, so it could be worth it so long as I could use at least some of these other bricks. And a brick I can always use more of is, you know, pneumatic sand purple tube connectors, am I right? If we don't end up using these for some sort of crazy iron builder challenge, I think I will hand these out at Brickworld Chicago, which I think could be a colossal amount of fun. Oh, this is the fun bag. We'll leave the fun bag till last. I won't spoil what I intend to use these for, but you'll recognize these hopefully right away as power miners parts, just various drill bits, Bionicle-esque pieces that also appeared within the theme. Power miners mock in some way, shape, or form. Perhaps. These are from the Space Police 3 base. So I have various parts from that set. Wow, these are actually in great condition. So many times you see these and they're scratched to death, but these make up part of the base of that set. Unfortunately, I don't have the most expensive figure from that set. It's one of the Skull Bros, but in dark red essentially, and I do apologize. I don't know his name off the top of my head. But really cool figure, so I'll have to get him at some point. But I do really want to revisit Space Police in its entirety at some point. We'll start with Wave 1 and go from there, though. This appears to be a Belleville sleeping bag. It's almost hard to classify this as an element. It's so bizarre. Classic airport tail fin. The one I had as part of my airport wasn't in entirely great shape, so maybe this will be better than that. Regardless, I think it's just a cool piece to have. That is indeed a print. Some horrible stacking shenanigans going on. It's a weird store. I didn't have like crazy expectations. I think the packaging has been fine so far, and stacking 1x1s on top of each other is fine. 1x1s in medium blue. I just don't know where medium blue is at right now, so just buying up it when I can. It's not rare or expensive by any means, but if they do eventually axe it, I want to make sure that, hey, we're sitting on an okay collection of this. This is an interesting element, as this is generally pretty rare. This 1x1 in trans neon green does not show up in many sets. Really cool. And that, of course, is an officially discontinued color. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about the cool bag. This is gonna be wild. So the reason I came to this store in particular is this piece. It's obviously a very small element, and so I lost my childhood version of this piece. And that was obviously a terrible mistake, because this was $11. Yeah, let that sink in. That's horrible. Absolutely bonkers insane. But that shiny bit in there is actually a magnet. But there are plenty of other fun things here. I've got the golden scarab shield. I did end up selling off all of my Pharaoh's Quest sets, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean they have really cool pieces that I don't want. So I'm definitely gonna try to get some of those when I can, because LEGO's not gonna reproduce this element at any point, and it helps me get a lot closer to that $30 minimum buy, which was unfortunately necessary for making this order happen. But some other cool pieces here too, like I guess the Gringotts Vault is what I'll call this piece. But this is also a really cool element. Trans light blue goblet, Belleville element in particular. Plenty of trans neon green here. This is really bonkers, but it appears to be genuine Lego, so that is a trans clear jumper. I don't believe this was included in any sets, so it's one of the older versions. It doesn't have the jumper offset in the middle on the underside. And no ridge along the edge, but once again in just phenomenal condition. That's a really, really cool piece. This isn't particularly common. I couldn't tell you exactly what sets this came in, but a trans yellow classic Lego flower. Great stuff. So you guys have generously sent over a lot of cool things to the P.O. box. This is from WW Airline, and it's just some of the most awesome Minecraft goodies ever, including the very rare and elusive silverfish. I believe there's 2 in here, which is just so awesome. Love these mobs so much. It's one of LEGO Minecraft's most extravagant custom molds, and the eyes printed on there as well. So cool, but also the rare black cat from the waterfall base. A full set of gold armor, which is surprisingly uncommon now since LEGO does so little armor in their sets. And then just a bunch of other Minecraft bits and bobs in here. Oh, cyan sheep, also from the waterfall base. So cool. Thank you very, very much. I'm excited to put these all to use. I also got to meet one of my first channel members, Grumpy J, in person, and he presented me with this lovely selection of the essentials. Sand purple, sand red, and a Knight's Kingdom item that has eluded me for a very long time, but he found a functioning, if we listen closely here, you can hear it tick. I hope that's coming across. So cool. Can't wait to wake up every morning to the sweet, sweet alarm of this bad boy. Thank you so much, Grumpy. It was awesome to meet you. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you at future Brick Worlds too. There were so many wonderful gifts at Brick World. I'm going to highlight just a few here. This is from Orion and Blue Moth, and it's a custom crab with a print and everything. And there's 2 of them. How awesome is that? Absolutely love these little guys. Thank you so much for making sure they got to me in person at Brick World. I can't wait to hide these in a future mock. This is a fun gift from another Caleb, a longtime Cheesy Studios viewer who I appreciate very much. He actually gave me Granite Grinder a few years back, and to supplement that, he's presented me with a Rock Raiders rock monster, slowly trying to bring me over to the dark side. One day, I will have to give my thoughts on Rock Raiders, whether that's a full revisiting or something small, or just focusing on that wonderful Granite Grinder. But this guy here is certainly really cool, and now I have no excuse not to make that video. And check out these really cool custom gifts, a keychain and a minifigure made by different fans who came to the convention. So awesome. This is definitely going on my keyring. Thank you all so much. Now, I just found this at the P.O. box, and I have no idea what's inside, but very exciting. Oh, we got Bonkle. Oh my gosh, look at all this. Hello, Cheesy Studios. First of all, I love your videos. Second of all, sometimes, probably now, some 10 years ago, my mom got a bin of random Lego parts at Goodwill, and a lot of them happened to be from that part in Lego's history in the late 90s and early 2000s where they just kind of threw everything at the wall. So this random bin happens to contain a lot of rare and unusual parts that I have never been able to find a use for, so they are being sent to you. I tried my best to sort out all the non-Lego branded parts, but I'm not very familiar with Technic, Knight's Kingdom, or Bionicle, so they may have slipped in. Keep up the good work, Jenny. P.S. I hope you enjoy the Life on Mars parts. Thank you so much. This is dated from a month ago, but I have indeed received it. I need to go to the P.O. box more often, it would appear. Let's take a look at all this stuff. I see some goodies over here, some sand purple and sand red. You can't go wrong with that, but the Bionicle stuff is actually quite exciting just because I own so little Bionicle. Okay, we got funny printed parts here. Oh yeah, Transmedium Blue. There's that bag of Knight's Kingdom. Alpha Team Mission Deep Sea stuff. Some crazy windshields. I don't even know what the gray one would come with. We got some classic Ninjago dragons here. Yellow tentacle. We got a bunch of legs. Are those the super battle droid legs? No way. That's cool. And they're not cracked. Oh, that's always been a minifigure I'd love to own. And this is probably the hardest part to get. Well, maybe the arms crack a lot too. And then we got Martian legs and the Martian arms, which are also always cracking. Those are great to have replacements of. So cool. And yeah, the Bionicle stuff here, so weird. Yeah, I wonder if these are legit Lego, like some Hero Factory stuff. It's very possible because I also don't really know. Thank you so much, Jenny. This is so much fun. I really hope I can find some homes for these parts. Oh man, yeah, lots of fun Life on Mars stuff. This is fantastic. More Bionicle. Really cool. I am excited to go through these a little more thoroughly. There's one last insane pile of packages here from a familiar face. This is once again from Luke, and there are 3 of these things. I think they are numbered, so we better start with number 1. He said there's a story or a method to the madness, perhaps, and we're about to find out what that is. If you hear screaming in the background, it's Audrey. There might be parts for her too. Oh my goodness, what have we got here? Well, I see lots of blue violet. This is like a castle pack. all these grates, doors. Is this from Ant-Man and the Wasp? Like the wasp wings, maybe? I love these. Juniorized horse and camel. These are so adorable. And then every treasure chest ever. These must be from Nexo Knights. Luke used to be a huge Nexo Knights guy. So we got all these transparent orange tops. That's so cool. Barrels for days. Lavender one. I know who this is for. Come take your...
Thank you. Yeah!
Is there clear ones? There are clear
yeah.
ones. It's the old Belleville swing. Is this Lego? It's a Duplo fence. I don't even know what color that's supposed to be. That's cool. But it looks like that would fit a standard stud. But it says Duplo on the back. Wow. Amazing. And there's 2 more to go. This one is labeled kind of fun. I guess I should, this is rerun. So maybe this is the usual suspects. Kind of fun. I don't know what it means. This is very exciting. This is the castle building pack. For sure. With these various stickers. I don't even know if this is like hidden side stuff or... Oh my goodness, the spiral staircases. There's even a lavender one. These are so fun. Oh, more barrels. Big barrels. Those are so cool. I only have a handful of those. Oh, and these guys are awesome. You got the printed one. That's like from Hagrid's hut. So cool. And I can't believe it. There's one more package. +1. Oh, Luke, what would we do without you? We'd have no Lego. What? All right, we're off to a strong start here. This is just the trans orange bag. Oh, these are the double-sided snot. It's probably so hard to tell what these are on camera. It's so shiny. This is so cool. The metallic gold printing on there, that's beautiful. These are gonna be amazing for creating like a Crystal King styled lava monster. Love that. How does one acquire this many homemaker heads? Oh, they look like freaky balloons. This is incredible. Oh no, there is a theme. Is this because I messed up the Vladek head in that one Knight's Kingdom revisiting video? But I know Luke has been collecting these for obviously a very long time. This is like the perfect convention token. We do have, see, this is what I messed up. I grabbed one of the, I can't remember if it was, I had the wave 2 on the wave 1 or the wave 1 on the wave 2, but there they are. They are indeed different. Oh. Don't worry guys, there's a couple more. Wow, what a beautiful end to this video. And I think a fitting end to cool Lego from weird people. Thank you to everyone who sent stuff over and gave gifts at Brickworld. It's, your generosity is just fantastic. It's so much fun. It is my most sincere hope that I can do all these pieces justice. Find homes for them in mocks, videos, or whatever that might be. Anyway. That's all I got for this time. Hope you have yourself a fantastic life, and I'll see you here again soon.